এই চেক হচ্ছে আস্তে দাঁড়া।
Jai Hind friends, today we welcome you all in the 8th episode of our Netaji Memorial series. And today in this episode, we will discuss a life and its impact on Subhash Chandra in his teenage. The early development of nationalism and revolutionary activities in Bengal impacted the young boys of that time. Starting from Calcutta, the pioneer leaders of the movement started to spread the activities in various districts also. And finding out enthusiastic young boys and train them for the further activity was the first step towards it. In 1902 and 1903, Aurobindo Ghosh and Sister Nivedita visited Midnapur district of Bengal and had series of public lectures and private sessions with the existing revolutionary groups there. Many young teenager boys got attracted and joined the movement to liberate the motherland from the colonial rule. And probably the most prominent name among them was Khudiram Bose. Khudiram Bose was born in Hobipur village in Diden, Midnapur of Bengal province in British India. On 3rd December 1889, he was the youngest child of Lokhipriya Devi and Troilokanath Bose. After the demise of his parents in early age of 6 or 7, he was brought up by his elder sisters of Aparupa Devi and her husband. He started his early education at the village school and then joined the Hamilton School at Tomluk and finally the Midnapur Collegiate School in 1903, where he studied up to class 8. Though he was a meritorious student, but he used to show more interest in sports and adventures than in his studies. He came in contact with Satyendranath Bose and Gyanendranath Bose, who were heading a secret revolutionary society in Midnapur at that time. Khudiram joined the group, and finally, when he listened to the lectures by Sri Aurobindo Ghosh and Sister Nivedita, he left his school during class 9 and devoted his full focus on the revolutionary movement. The famous novel Anandamot by Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay published during this time, and it gave the war cry Vande Mataram to the freedom fighters. The young mind of Khudiram Bose was also greatly impacted by the novel, and he started taking active part in Swadeshi movement and worked actively in the protest movement against the partition of Bengal in 1905. And finally, he joined the Anushilan group formed by Aurobindo and Barindranath Ghosh. In 1906, during a protest, Khudiram was arrested by the police along with some handbills in his hand. The young boy just gave a moderate punch on the nose of the police personnel and escaped from the site. Later, he was arrested in April 1906 and released on 16th of May 1906. He also took active part in looting the mail bags at Hatigacha and in the bomb attack on the governor's special train in Narangor on 6 December 1907. Their next attempt was to murder Mr. Kingsford, who, as chief presidency magistrate, had ordered Sushil, almost a boy, to be severely flogged for a comparatively minor offense. Mr. Kingsford later became the judge at Muzaffarpur, and then the Anushilan Samiti planned to assassinate him. And Profullo Chaki and Khudiram Bose was selected for this work. They threw a bomb at a carriage which resembled that of Kingsford but really belonged to one Mr. Kennedy. And actually, the bomb killed the wife and the daughter of Mr. Kennedy instead of Kingsford. Khudiram and Profullo Chaki took different roads to reach Calcutta. Profullo was going to be arrested when he shot himself dead. Khudiram got arrested And on 1st May, the handicapped Khudiram was brought from the station to Muzaffarpur city. The entire town descended at the police station to take a look at the teenager surrounded by the team of armed policemen. Khudiram was taken to the house of the district magistrate, Mr. Woodman. The English Daily Statesman wrote on the following day, 2nd May, that the railway station was crowded to see the boy, a mere boy of 18 years old, who looked quite determined. He came out of a first class compartment and walked all the way to the phaeton kept for him outside, like a cheerful boy who knows no anxiety. On taking his seat, the boy lastly cried, Vande Mataram. Khudiram was made to give a statement to the magistrate. Until then, he did not know the news about Profullo Chaki. So, to save his partner and the revolutionary mentors, he took entire responsibility on his own shoulder. And as he just finished his statement, the police brought the body of Profullo Chaki for identification by him. The historical trial started on 21st of May 1908, and finally the teenager was hanged on 11th August 1908. Calcutta erupted in intense protest from the entire student community. The streets of Calcutta started to be choked up with processions all at the same time for several days. Khudiram and Profullo Chaki could not give desired shape to their mission, and they left the world in early years of their life. But their sacrifice was enough to ignite the emotion of patriotism within the mind of revolutionaries in generations to come. Subhash Chandra Bose, who was then a school student in Ravenshaw Collegiate School in Cuttack, was no exception, and how the life of Khudiram Bose impacted him will be narrated by our very own Abhijit uncle in this next segment of our Vartalap of today.
Thank you, Anushua. As you have very correctly said, that the milestone of the revolutionary activities, it started from the combined protest of all religion, caste and creed in Bengal against the partition of Bengal in 1905. And it was led by none other than Rabindranath Tagore. And all the revolutionary people of Bengal who vehemently protested against the British Empire, against the Bengal partition, and successfully they could resist the British government from partitioning Bengal. Now, after that, a series of revolutionary activities started in Bengal, starting from 1908, with the first two martyrs of this revolutionary activities was Profullo Chaki and Khudiram Bose. Now, Bengal, the people, common people of Bengal, they took this matter so seriously that in those days, the folklores, the folk singers of Bengal used to make songs and sing it in front of the public. And these folk singers, they actually made a song which became very famous in Bengal at that time, and it is still now very famous. That song in Bengali was Akbar Biday Dema Ghure Ashi, Hashi Hashi Porbo Fashi, Dekbe Jagotbashi. That is, oh mother, let me adieu your farewell for the time being, as I am smilingly going to the gallows. But I will come back once again, mother, and sacrifice again and again my life for the liberty of my motherland. So, no wonder that very quiet and somewhat introvert student of Ravenshaw Collegiate School, Subhash Chandra Bose had a real effect on Khudiram's Khudiram Bose's sentence for death or hanging sentence by the British government. Now, on one of the, I think it was the second death anniversary of Khudiram in 1910, I believe, when he was a student of the Ravenshaw Collegiate School. Now, he was not a boy who was staying in a hostel because his father, Janakinath Bose, had a house at Uriya Bazar, and from there all the brothers used to come down to school, to Ravenshaw Collegiate School, where he had just changed over from the English medium school at Cuttack to Ravenshaw Collegiate School at the wish of his father. Now, he, within a few years, had become a very popular student because of the fact that when he was admitted to Ravenshaw Collegiate School, Subhash Chandra Bose did not know much of Bengali and did not know anything about Sanskrit. But these were the two compulsory subjects which were taught in Ravenshaw Collegiate School. So Subhash took an oath that he is going to study these subjects very seriously, and within 1 year, it is said, I don't know how far it is true, but it is said, I've heard from my elders, that Subhash Chandra Bose stood first in the Sanskrit paper in his class. So determined he was, and that is why these determinations of Subhash Chandra Bose made him a very popular student. Now, Khudiram's death had made a great impact on this quiet-natured boy. And he decided that something should be done in the school itself along with his student friends. So in other words, within this quiet introvert student, a student leader was arising. Slowly and slowly, a leader was being born who could convince his fellow friends, his students' friends of his school. So he went one day before the 11th of August, he went to the hostel, and in the evening, they had a meeting in one of the rooms of the hostel of the Ravenshaw Collegiate School, where under his leadership it was decided that everybody will undergo a fast on the very next day, that is 11th August, in the memory of the first martyr or revolutionary of Bengal, Khudiram Bose and Prafulla Chaki. I had the privilege of visiting Ravenshaw Collegiate School, and I was taken to this hostel room. They have preserved this room where Netaji had held a meeting along with his friends in the school, and he had requested his friends to convey this message to each and every student to be on fast on the next day, that is the 11th of August. Now, one more thing, it should be mentioned here. Khudiram was guided in his mission by one of the teachers, Satyendranath Bose. Likewise, this move initiated by Subhash Chandra Bose as a leader, was supported by none other than his teacher, Sri Beni Madhav Das. Beni Madhav Das could have uh, told his other students not to participate in this particular fasting, or he would have scolded Subhash for instigating his friends. But he didn't do anything of that sort. On the other hand, he said that instead, apart from observing a fast, you all of his students, you gather in one place and sing the patriotic songs, which were then very popular with the students and with the students' community. So, on the very next day, on the very next day, on the 11th, right from the morning, the kitchen of the hostel was told not to cook any food, as all the students were on hunger strike for a day in the memory of Khudiram Bose, and that was observed in the hostel and also in the school, where where the students who used to come from home, they also came without any food. And Subhash refused breakfast at home, giving the reason that everybody is on fast and I have insisted them to be on fast. How can I take my food? So without taking food from home and without having his breakfast, he came down to school. And thus the uh, entire batch of the students of Ravinshaw Collegiate School, they observed a one-day fasting in the memory of Khudiram Bose. Now, obviously, the British did not see this in a very, very good way. And they called for an explanation. They called for an explanation to the headmaster of the school, that is Mr. Beni Madhav Das. Now, Beni Madhav Das took the entire responsibility on his shoulders. He never named a student. He never named any particular leader. He only said, if the students had taken the decision of fasting, who am I to stop them? And I think that by observing a fast for one day in the memory of Khudiram Bose, my students have not done any harmful thing, or they have not done any offensive thing. So the British were enraged. The government transferred Beni Madhav Das to a different school, and he was transferred from Ravinshaw Collegiate School. Now, this was also a great shock for Subhash Chandra Bose, because he saw that how the British, they took action against their teacher, the Beni Madhav Das, just for supporting them for a justified cause. So that also put some fuel in the fire, the burning desire of a revolutionary against the British Empire. I can say this much only, that the death of Khudiram Bose, the hanging of Khudiram Bose, had a great effect on the mind of young Subhash, who was a school student. And within this shy and introvert student, a leader arose. A leader was born, and probably it was this fire within him which made him a revolutionary leader in the long run. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mashai, for enlightening us. Actually, uh, it has two effects on him: to know the teacher and student each other. Beni Madhav Das and Subhash Bose then came to know each other, and obviously, in later days, as we can get it from the autobiography of Motilal Roy also, that Rashbihari Bose was also commented that though Khudiram Bose and Prafullo Chaki was not successful in their mission, but the political impact they could create at that time was huge in the mind of people. So with this enlightenment from Abhijit uncle, and with the memory of the young revolutionary, probably the youngest one that was hanged by British police in British jail, we are concluding our session today, uh, and the eighth episode of our Netaji Memorial series also. And we have a plan in the for the next episode to know the life of Sri Beni Madhav Das on 5th September, that is the Teachers' Day we observe now. So with this hope that we will be able to make it, we are concluding the eighth session. And thank you, Abhijit uncle, once again for coming to Vartalap just in a 1 day notice. And so we are concluding here with the memory of Sri Khudiram Bose and Prafullo Chaki and all other freedom fighters of the Anushilan Samiti who started the freedom movement in early 1900s. So we are concluding our session here today. Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Jai Hind.